Yep.
They just go into a country, plague the whole place out, and then take over their buildings. New York was already there for thousands of years. San Francisco was there for thousands of years. Los Angeles was there for thousands of years. They were built by the indigenous people who were black and Indians as well. The black people, they weren't brought over by slaves. They are the original owners of America.
Thank you.
Black people, African Americans. They don't come from Africa. They were already here. And they plagued them out. And they stole the Smithsonian Institute, which is Jesuit controlled, stole their knowledge, stole their history, and now we're just left wondering who we are, where we are, where we come from, where we're going. We don't know
he said
anything.
Wow. Okay. Because that's what y'all wanted to
see. Because they did a catastrophe on this earth just only a few hundred years ago.
You know, I think you're not supposed to say Indian either.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah. I think you're supposed to call them African Americans.
Wait!
And there are just some things that are not comfortable for white people. They're not comfortable for them to talk about the possibility that Africans were here before the Europeans. So what do you do with the heads in Mexico that you find at San Lorenzo, at Tres Zapotes? What do you do with those? All right? You ignore them. What do you do with Columbus's diary that says the Africans know a way to the west, but it goes around the doldrums, we would never survive? What do you do with that? You ignore it. What do you do with Balboa's diary that says we came upon this African village in the Isthmus? How did these Africans get here? What do you do with that? You ignore it. Why? To preserve the myth that the Europeans were here first. What do you do with all of this written literature and history that says that Abubakar II of Mali sent 200 ships to the west, and one came back and said they were afraid that the others disappeared? And then to have Balboa find this village that looks just like Mali, where he was, what do you do with this information? You ignore it. You ignore it. Why? To preserve the myth of white superiority. That's what our whole educational process is devoted to. What do you do with this whole history? This is a written history, my dear. Written. I'm not talking about hearsay. I'm not talking about a griot said this. I'm not talking about something handed down from one generation to the other through voice. I'm talking about written history of the Egyptians. What do you do with this? You ignore it.
Our people are the only ones that accept that African American term.
No, you weren't colored.
No, I remember when we became African Americans because I worked in the black marketing department at Coca-Cola where we were selling Coke to our people. And the vice president came in and said, okay, we are now African Americans. We were like, alrighty, African.
How you spell that again?
Right.
Is it two ways?
And I heard this white woman was sitting next to me and she said to another white woman, they don't know who they are.
Wow.
That's what I said. And I'm gonna take my wig off and I'll be honest, I did not know what to say to her.
Listen, y'all better study. Kwame Brown and Angela Stanton say they are indigenous.
If they say my opinion is blah, 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 which an opinion shouldn't hold no weight.
Yep.
Company policy we have to get rid of because that's what's controlling America.
And our way of thinking, right? And it's not, and I had to get delivered from it too. Like literally everything that they told us is a lie, right? They got us up here thinking that all of us from Africa. I know I'm finna get ready to ruffle some feathers right now. I'm sorry, but my grandmother never told me we were from Africa. A lot of us are Indians, Black, Cherokee, Blackfoot Indians.
I'm Geechee. We was already over here.
This is what I'm saying.
We know we're indigenous. When are y'all gonna wake up? When your grandmother says you are Indian, listen to her and get all of the knowledge.
Some of y'all better listen when your family tells you stories. Their stories. Because if you don't listen now and ask questions, can be too late tomorrow. I mean it. Better listen up. Tomorrow may be too late. Things happen so fast. So listen up. Listen to the family stories. Listen to the boarding school stories. Listen to their life stories. Listen, listen, listen.
Your elders got the history. All you got to do is be quiet and listen. Our people are the only ones that accept that African American term.
No, you weren't.
I remember when we became African Americans because I worked in the black marketing department at Coca-Cola, where we were selling Coke to our people. And the vice president came in and said, okay, we are now African Americans. We were like, all righty, African.
How you spell that again?
Right.
Is it two ways?
And I heard this white woman was sitting next to me and she said to another white woman, they don't know who they are.
Wow.
That's what I said. And I'm gonna take my wig off and I'll be honest, I did not know what to say to her.
Listen, y'all better study.